Hello everyone, my name is Benji and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program, and just giving yet another update here on our lovely swarm. Look at that beautiful ring of blue. Absolutely fantastic. And in terms of power that we're grabbing out of it, we're getting 345 megawatts, and it's about at capacity at this point. It's about a 10,000 capacity, it looks like, because we only have an hour and a half, I believe it is, lifetime. So they're starting to die a little bit, but if I could angle properly, you'd be able to see it. Last time we left off by finishing off the red and the blue science, and so today we're going to be moving on to the yellow science. And this is just going to be a temporary setup to get international, bruh moment, to get interstellar no, that is what it's called, interstellar logistic systems, which requires obviously this high strength titanium alloy, and it also, I think that's it actually. And then we're obviously also going to be grabbing the mini fusion power generation, because our power grid is going to need a major boost coming from these deuterium fuel rods. And that's going to give us an extra purpose for hydrogen, which we're going to be making in excess. We're going to have a lot of hydrogen, especially when we start moving into these carbon nanotubes, because these take a lot of graphene, and graphene takes a lot of petroleum. Graphene requires the sulfuric acid requires a lot of petroleum. The petroleum produces a lot of hydrogen. So we're going to be turning that all into deuterium, and I'll probably have an entire episode dedicated to the deuterium fractionation, because boy oh boy is it a process. It's a lot of fun. It's going to take up a lot of space, and because of the fact that we're going to have an extra planet capabilities, like we're going to have the ability to move things between planets, I might just go here to the planet Gobi, because if I remember correctly, yeah, it's almost 100% construction area. So we'll just have tons and tons of space on this planet that we can build things, and we're going to need the space for the deuterium, I'll tell you that. But anyway, that's all future plans. Today is all about yellow science cubes, temporary yellow science cubes. Now, I say temporary, but this part's going to be permanent. So the yellow science cubes require diamonds, that's what these things are, and they also require titanium crystals. Now, the diamonds are really easy. It's just energetic graphite, turn it into a diamond in a smelter. It's not that hard. We'll be able to take care of that super easily. The titanium crystal, on the other hand, requires organic crystals and titanium ingots. Titanium ingots we're currently just going to be hand feeding from planet to planet until we get interstellar logistics to do that for us. But it also requires that organic crystal. Now, there's an original recipe and a plastic-based recipe. This is why we've been storing all of our wood and leaves. We're going to be using those wood and those leaves to make these organic crystals, and then later on we'll end up doing plastic. But for right now, we're not going to worry about the plastic aspect of things. So this part is going to be making the yellow science. So we have the organic crystals, the titanium ingots, and the energetic graphite requested. So what we're going to do is we're going to have things going down sort of two lanes here. So we'll have one lane, I already did all the calculations, it's one lane of 6 of these to get 3 diamonds per second. Because if I remember correctly, it's a 1-to-1, it just takes twice as long. So we're going to do that. And then we will take out our energetic graphite, run it along the side, and actually that can be a Mark 1, so we'll make it a Mark 1, and then we'll take the diamonds down, And then obviously we need ourselves our grabber arms, our sorters. And then I can put my power in. And that's diamonds done and dealt with. Like I said, diamonds, super duper easy. The titanium crystals, on the other hand, are a lot less easy. Now, here's how we're going to do the titanium crystals. We're going to do kind of the same thing, but we're going to have 6 here, like this, because we need 12 of these machines. And then we're going to pull out the organic crystals and run them down. And then we're also going to pull out the titanium ingots. That's only 5 machines. There. Also going to pull out the titanium ingots. And then we're going to do this on both sides. Now, we're going to take this, put it there. And then this... No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. My bad. That was wrong. It's here, 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 and there. No, it's still wrong. Still wrong. One more try. One more try here. I can handle this. I can handle this. Here, here, and then here, there. Like that. And then we grab titanium crystal. Go ahead, copy that, paste it there. And then we'll need to grab this on the other side. It can be a Mark 1. Technically, the other one has to be a Mark 2, at the very least for the titanium belt. But that's okay. And then same thing on this side. Grab a belt out. And then we'll just make these Mark 2 sorters just because we can. And finally, what's your problem? Oh, I didn't run you enough. And then I ran you too far. Like that. And like that. And the last piece to do here is our power line. Like there and there. Perfection. So now we have 2 belts. As soon as I get them in here, we're gonna have 2 belts. Sorry, tiny interruption there. There was an ant on my leg. My deepest of apologies for the slight interruption. It was rather gross. And then we're gonna have our spray coaters here and here. And we're actually gonna steal from back here. And then we can go on ahead, we can run this up, because it's going to need to be up anyway. And we'll run it up to there and through. And then we need 24 of these research labs to meet our science threshold throughput. And then I have an idea for an outbound belt. I'm also going to just go on ahead and get this off of the screen because it's annoying. So for an outbound belt, we're going to have it go under, and then through, and then up. And we'll just have it go up to here. That way it can come back down and be perfectly fine as it is there. Take it to the divide, bring this one over, grab our spray coater. Does it not fit there? Okay, fine. If it doesn't fit there, we'll bring it past. Oh, come on. Just let me grab it. There. And then we can just pull this through like so. And then we can place our power and continue on with this. So everything input-wise is here. So we pull this. Nope, I already did it wrong. Pull this, pull this, pull this, pull this. make this the yellow science cubes. And then how do I want to split this? So it's 24. I could make it 4 tall. I don't know if my inserters are fast enough to do 4 tall. If they're not, I could simply upgrade them later. So yeah, let's go on ahead and let's do this as our idea for now. And later upgrades will come at later dates. And then follow this, grab it there. Just because we need it. Ooh. Also, we need output belts. Why is this so quiet? The music was just working. Why is this so quiet all of a sudden? It's unsettling. So it's 4 tall. Or I could make it 2 tall and just go all the way over here. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that instead. I like that idea better, because I know my inserters will be able to handle that throughput, and this piece of the system is not temporary, so I really like the idea of having it actually be permanent. Don't know about you guys. There. Perfection. And then we can just grab this. My dog just almost knocked over my computer table. Go lay down. Go lay down, puppy. I love my dogs, but they're so stupid sometimes. Alright, I am actually gonna have to pause for a second and go take care of this. I will be right back, and we'll have all of this powered, and we'll move on to organic crystals. And there we have it. Yellow science is officially set up and completed. Everything here can get turned to demand. I know for a fact I still have some drones on me, so I'm gonna go on ahead and smack those in there. They'll be fine. Hello? Why aren't you working? Oh, they're not actually here yet. Where are they? There they are. Okay, cool. So that'll all start working eventually. And then I'm gonna have to run this belt all the way over to the actual science facility itself, which is not gonna be all that difficult. It's just gonna be a little bit of a pain in my butt. But that's fine. We'll be able to do that. I can do that off camera / not while I'm actually recording anything. And the next piece of all of this is actually going to be the organic crystals themselves. Now, the organic crystal recipe that we're going to be using for now is just going to be temporary, completely temporary. So I have no issues just kind of coming over here to where the main bus area is and just smacking it into place for a little bit of time. Not that long at all in the grand scheme of things. Just because we gotta get through the things that we have. Now, this recipe is made in a chemical plant. So I'm just gonna smack, I don't know, this is all a temporary system, so let's just do like 6. 6 will be fine. Oh, my bots weren't here. Well, that'll definitely do it. Let me go on ahead and charge. And what we're gonna want to do with this is do the organic crystal. No? Is it not in a chemical plant? What is it? Oh, it's an assembler. Never mind. The legitimate recipe is in a chemical plant. This is just in an assembler. Well, I'm still gonna do 6 of them, because I can. Also, I put that on the wrong one. I'm gonna put it over here. Now, at this point, we're just gonna take this and run it the whole way over here. And these will just be my 3 input belts, because we're gonna have water, we're gonna have the wood, and we're gonna have the plant fuel, the leaves coming in, and then the output belt will come back this way and go into a bin. Very, very simple. like this. And then we'll just grab 2, because 2 will be perfectly fine. And we'll put this here, and this here. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Again, 2 will be fine. And then for this, we're gonna rotate the belt so that it does, bam, just like that. And then the water is a different story. I do have extractors on me. Good thinking ahead, Banej. That. Just put, like, I don't know, that many? Is that 10? That is 10. Sure, we'll call it 10. That'll be fine. And then we'll just have everything go to there. Just like this. And that'll work as is. And then we can just smack power poles down anywhere we like, because this system is completely temporary and I don't care if it looks fantastic or not. And then we can grab you, and you, and then take an output like that. There you go. Perfection. Now we can run, it's literally right down here. And then I can take the stuff that I currently have on me. Once my drones get here, I can dump it. I can grab my plant fuel and everything else. Run all the way back over to here. I say all the way, it's really not that far. And we can put all the plant fuel and all the wood in like this, and we should start to see some... Wow, it takes a lot. Huh. Maybe 6 machines was overkill? Either 6 machines was overkill, or I just need more belts. And for right now, I'm gonna say the answer to that is more belts. Issue is I left all of my stuff over here. So give. Thanks. Now we can come back over here. I hate when I do that. I literally will just leave stuff in a belt, or stuff in a box somewhere, and then forget where I put it. There we go, that helps. That helps a lot. Perfect. That'll be fine. And now the other piece that I've got to do is I need to take this and put in what I have. And then I've got to find any sort of titanium that I might have just kind of chilling. The only place I can think that I have titanium, hello titanium, is over here. So yet again, we take a box, we put it down, we put all of our stuff in it, we grab as much titanium as we can, which I actually forgot that that trick existed. And then we take it over here, and we plonk it in. And we should start to see yellow science begin existing. It won't actually start doing anything until I hook it in, which you can see is not yet done. But we should start seeing, yes, yellow science cubes. There it is. Structure matrix, 12 hours in. Some people have speedrun and beaten the game by now. But you know what? Good for them. That's not us. I am by no means a speedrunner. I never have been, I never want to be, I never will be. It might be fun to just, you know, put a timer on and try to see how fast we can finish a game, but I don't think I'm ever gonna legitimately try speedrunning anything. I feel like it takes all the fun out of things. So, that's what you get. 12 hours in, we have our yellow cubes. And we don't need many. We need 80 for this, and 120 for this. So, we're gonna be fine in terms of yellow cubes. Also, apparently I don't have any belt mark 1s. So I'm gonna go on ahead, I'm gonna route this all in, and once these boot up, I will show you guys the rainbow. And there we have it. Yellow science connected, rather grossly, but that's alright. And our labs are now working, by the look of things. And it looks like due to the fact that it's consuming so much red and so much blue, the yellow is getting consumed at such a low rate, it's actually going to be able to filter through entirely. That's very nice to see. I enjoy the fact that that's occurring. The other issue I noticed is the fact that our red science is not producing. Red science is only producing when there's hydrogen coming in. And the issue is the fact that there's no hydrogen. Why is there no hydrogen? Well, because wherever the heck I put my oil processing, which I put down here, nothing is using my petroleum. My refined oil. None of it's being used. And whatever of it is being used is this, set up here. So, the issue there is just the fact that we're not making any more hydrogen. And there is a fix for that, it's just a little rough to get to. So we're not going to worry about gas giant exploitation yet. We just need to figure out how to use our petroleum. And the best way to do that is to see what exactly petroleum is used for. And one of those things is these particle containers, which we're going to need in bulk at some point, not yet though. Because the only thing currently that uses the particle containers is the planetary and thusly interplanetary logistic systems. So we don't need to worry about that as of now. Accumulators are also not something that's an issue, neither are the ray receivers or the EM rail ejectors. Everything else has already been automated, minus the fractionator, which we should actually do, despite the fact that it takes processors. Processors are going to be a problem when it comes to that. Here's something that is going to need a lot of petroleum. Where is it? The titanium alloy. Titanium alloy requires sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid requires the petroleum. Making the petroleum requires making hydrogen. There we go. So that's going to save us, and we're going to be fine. So let me go run some numbers and see how many of, like, anything we're going to need, and I'll be right back, and we'll finish up with titanium alloy. Alright, so I ran the numbers. We also have finished the interstellar logistic systems. So we have access to the interstellar logic station, and we also have access to the logistic vessel, which is pretty exciting, because that'll actually allow us to set up interplanetary travel lines next time, where we will be able to transfer items, mostly, you know, titanium and silicon, from the other two planets back into our home world here. Oh, look at that sunrise. That is just beautiful. I love this game. This game's fun. But anyway, I ran the numbers, and we have a little bit of work cut out for us when it comes to this titanium alloy stuff. So titanium alloy is made in the smelter rigs, these little guys here. And we're going to be shooting for 6 items per second. Now, currently that's not obtainable because these guys make 6 per second, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check my blueprint book. But the sulfuric acid is in fact 6 per second. So if this only makes 6 per second, we need 12 sulfuric acid per second, and it uses 8 per second refined oil, which in order to get 12 would, yeah, okay. So we don't have enough sulfuric acid to support 6 titanium alloy per second, but we're going to go on ahead and we're going to do it anyway, because why the heck not? So what we need is a setup like this. We need 18 machines in total, so 9 on one side, 9 on the other, and we make the titanium alloy. Then we'll have a belt coming in, like so. Ooh, actually, no, we can't do that. Nope, 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 hang on. We're gonna need another one of these guys at the other end, over here. So in that case, we'll do that. And then this guy will be supplying our big titanium alloys. And these guys will be requesting sulfuric acid, stone, and the last resource is... No, I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. I was looking at a wrong part of my sheet. Sulfuric acid, steel, and titanium. And that'll all be requested. I'm gonna drop all of these down to 1,000. Like so. And then we're gonna need to pull a 12 belt of sulfuric acid, a 1 belt of these guys, and a 1 belt of these guys. And then we just simply mimic that on the other side, over here, where we pull out the sulfuric acid, bonk it in, pull out the steel, bonk it in, and pull out the titanium, and bonk it in. And then, obviously, we're gonna need to have ourselves an input belt, input belt, input belt, and an output, output. And how to do that, I did in, just like that. And same old, copy it like so. And then we'll need, I guess I'll just do this, because why not? That'll work fine. Like that. And then these guys will get 20 drones, 100%. Same thing over here, 100%. And this one will only get 10 drones for right now. How about that? I think that sounds fair. And then, of course, these guys didn't get their... Ugh. I hate it when it does that. I don't understand why it doesn't do that. Like, it knows that the belts are going to be made, so why does it not just go on ahead and put them when it does it for the blueprints? I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, we're going to copy this. I didn't copy the blueprint string. Hang on. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I'm so sorry. So, blueprint 16 is what we're looking for, so we need this to be blueprint 17. Paste 17. Planetary titanium alloy, just like so. Select that. 6 per second titanium alloy. Needs 6 per second steel / titanium. 12 per second sulfuric acid. And go on ahead and save that blueprint. Can I get out of here? Quit mode. There. And this will now simply demand demand, and demand, which we don't actually have any of that available for demand. So what I'm gonna have to do is go get some titanium in order for that to work. But for now, we need another sulfuric acid setup. So what we're gonna do, and the beauty, this is the first time you guys are gonna see this coming in handy. The blueprint technology is wonderful. Because what I can do is I can just find a spot to put this, which I'm gonna put it here. Need foundation support and colliding with other object. Need foundation support. Okay, wonderful. Grab my foundations, come out here, place it all. We'll just do that. And then boom, sulfuric acid setup. Line it up properly. Do that. And that just will make us more sulfuric acid. So our sulfuric acid demand issue, guess what? It's taken care of. We're done. That's all you have to do, and that's why I love blueprinting. Also, this just turned off. Why did it turn off? Lack of research items. Let's go see what's the matter with that. Yellow science. That makes a lot of sense, because we are out of organic crystals, of course. But now, sulfuric acid is just simply done. It's all finished. Now I am gonna go check my smelting rigs, because I remember turning off my steel at one point. I did turn off my steel. So let me go on ahead and turn my steel back on and see what that does for us. And look at this. We're almost finished already with the new sulfuric acid setup, and I didn't have to lift a finger. All I had to do was place down the foundation and then place down the blueprint. Completely modular. It's all complete. It's fantastic. But I'm gonna actually have to be right back in just a sec. Sorry for the interruption. So one thing that I had completely forgotten about was the water input. So I just fixed that, and that should be fine now for the sulfuric acid. It's the same amount of water that's being input to this system, so I'm assuming that it's gonna be fine. Probably, more than likely gonna be fine. Here's hoping. Also, since this is right here, I may as well just kind of route this in there, because stone is required for the recipe, and I don't know if we're making enough stone for everything here at the moment. Looks like we've got enough in storage there, so that should all be fine. Graphene is fine. Obviously, this is going to help out now with the hydrogen as well, because now we're going to be using at least a little bit more of the petroleum there. And then we're obviously also using all of this as well, because, you know, we kind of have to. But for now, we can actually take all of this titanium over here, dump it in, and we can see our first titanium alloys be produced. There it is. Now this takes a long time, very long time, very, very, very long time to actually produce all of this. And then what else can we do today? Today, I think that'll actually be everything. And then next time, we can dive a little bit more into the fusion power generation methods, which are to say we can dive into getting deuterium fractionation and all of the control rods for those, because that would be the deuterium fuel rods, which we don't have unlocked, which are blue motors and deuterium and this titanium alloy. So we'll need a setup for blue motors, which we can work on a little bit next time, now that we have our copper magnets and everything else fully automated. We can set up something to just go straight from one to the other, especially with the fact that we have motors made as well. this will be super easy to fully automate with some of these planetary logistics stations. So it sounds like I've got a decent amount of off-camera work to do, but for now, that is going to be all. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Dyson Sphere Program. I know I certainly have. It's been a while since I recorded this, so it was nice to get back into it. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves all a wonderful day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated, and I will see you guys in the next one. This video is in the bag. Later, y'all.